A display unlike any other right now going on at Newfields. They've taken the work of the iconic artist Van Gogh and made it into a garden.
Very clever.
Yeah.
I like this. It's all part of a tour that each stop is inspired by one of his paintings. John got to see it up close, and he's joining us now from Newfields. What a cool display.
So cool, Julia. I'm in front of one of those 7 Van Gogh-inspired gardens right now, and each of them based on a single Van Gogh painting. I took this tour yesterday, and it's incredible to see the detail, the time, and the effort these horticulturists put into these gardens. I mean, even mimicking Van Gogh's brushstrokes with some flowers, and if you look at some of them a certain way, they look exactly like one of Van Gogh's paintings.
A lot of work went into this from our team. They really studied the paintings, they studied the brushstrokes. A lot of very common but really beautiful succulent plants, but put them in this panel and actually used them as pixels and painted to create the sort of the outline and the evocative feel of the cafe terrace at night.
It's a summer full of Van Gogh at Newfields.
We're one of the few places in the country that's able to do this with an extraordinary garden and museum together on one site, where we can actually take the full circle of nature-inspiring artists and now our horticultural artists being inspired by Van Gogh's work and bringing it to life out in the garden. 7
stops on the Van Gogh garden tour, all inspired by a specific painting.
Some displays are much more about the texture of the grasses with big, bold foliage, and others were very literal. For instance, we've grown practically every sunflower that Van Gogh painted this year.
The biggest draw, a recreation of one of Van Gogh's most famous paintings.
One of our staff and guest favorites here in the garden this summer, inspired by Van Gogh. Starry Night, everyone loves Starry Night. The color palette is unmistakable. The lone cedar tree we've recreated. But even when you look at the details, good old-fashioned large yellow marigolds, when you look really closely, each one of those petals is almost a dead-on recreation of the brushstrokes of the stars in Starry Night.
Beautiful displays, all down to the last detail.
You see how much time and thought our team put into it, and it's a really great opportunity to get out, wander this extraordinary garden that's right here in our own backyard, and see how art and nature have inspired each other.
To help you locate these Van Gogh-inspired gardens that are all over Newfields grounds, Newfields actually has a map you can pull up on your phone to help you find them. You can find a link to that map on this story on our website, WTHR.com, guys.
John, thanks so much. Now I'm all zenned out now. I'm all like one with myself and just totally chill. I need to kind of get some caffeine in me now, John, but what a great exhibit, and it really does put you in that great state of mind.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Now you're going to head out there next week.
Next week. And you know, the whole idea of showing art and showing real life, and especially the way Van Gogh did it, is just an amazing comparison. It shows you how great the guy was.
And the artists who created the gardens.
Yes.
Imagine how they had to anticipate how these would all grow in and hopefully turn out.
They ain't doing that in Paris, ladies and gentlemen. They're doing it in Indianapolis. You're darn straight.